I'm going to demonstrate how to change out your bearing. Basically, rotate your bearing till you can access the Allen key screw. Use a small Allen key that's included in your set. Turn it counterclockwise. Take off your O-ring and tube first before you take out this piece. And there you can pop out your bearing. Then you can go ahead and place on your new one. But also be careful of the spring right here. You don't want to lose it or let it loose because the spring could pop out and you can lose it. Go ahead and place your bearing back on. Once again, before you tighten the bearing, just make sure that it's nice and level, that it sits flat on the armature bar. You don't want to tighten it up here. You don't want to have it too low. As you can see right here, it's a little slightly angled downwards. So I would just prop it up and I use my other finger to kind of hold it in place. That way it's nice and level. Also make sure that your bearing screw is accessible. So use the Allen key, go ahead and tighten it up. And go ahead and put your cap back on and your O-ring. Once again, if you ever need any parts, we do carry all the parts and pieces. We can also maintenance machine for you if needed. And there you go. Your bearing is changed. Today I'm going to talk about the maintenance of the Stealth bearing machine. I recommend every 2 weeks to a month that you go in and check your bearing. Make sure it's tightened. Due to the vibration, this screw gets loose, so when you tighten it down, just do a little snug hand tight. Don't really crank down on it too hard. Also, every month or so, I recommend that you lubricate the top of your bearing. I always recommend using a Q-tip, dab it in motor oil, or any type of thick lubricant, and just dabbing the top. I tell people it's kind of like your skateboard bearing. The better you keep it lubricated, the longer it will last, the smoother it will run.